Representative Farrar has spoken for the bill. Representative Richmond, you're recognized to speak against the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll get this down to my height. Colleagues, I certainly appreciate this opportunity to come before you because I have to say I'm very concerned about this bill. When I ran for office, one of the promises I made was that I would do what I could to put an end to the private option. Now, of course, you're going to sit out there and say, that's exactly what this bill is doing. It's in black and white. We're going to end the private option. But the short time that I have been here, what I have learned is that sometimes words have meaning, sometimes words don't have meaning. That what is true today will not necessarily be true tomorrow. Case in point. 2 short years ago, legitimate questions were asked by some members that if we implement the private option, could the state be open to litigation if we try to close it down early? The answer came back, no. We have protections within this that's going to prevent that from happening. Fast forward 2 years to the present time, and we ask the question, well, if we end this early, 2015 instead of 2016, or we put a moratorium, the answer comes back that the cows will stop milking, the chickens will stop laying eggs, and that the lawyers will absolutely fill up the halls with litigation. Now, at one time before I came here, I would have thought that somebody was misleading somebody. But being exposed to the mysteries and mysticisms of the state capitol, I have learned that there are old truths and new truths. 2 years ago, we were operating on the old truth. Today, we operate on the new truth. New truths such as, I just learned that we saved $900 million with this program. And I thought that is tremendous, that is great, but I'm disappointed. If only it would have been $920 million, then we would have been able to keep the promise that was made 2 years ago about the capital tax gain. We would be able to have that same sign hanging on the door of Arkansas saying, welcome, we're open for business. But we had to make arrangements because we just missed it by this much. 900 instead of 920. So what concerns me about the future is whether or not in 2017 we will be operating under today's truth, or will there be a new truth? Why? Because we refuse to put a moratorium on enrollment, and therefore, if we're not going to stop something that has 200,000 enrollees today, who will have the courage to stop it when it's between 300 and 400,000 in 2017? Again, the one thing that this bill will do that I'm absolutely certain that it's going to do is it will strike forever the words private option. We will never be allowed to utter those words anywhere in this Capitol, and I look forward to that day. But what I fear is that we will continue with the public auction of our children and grandchildren's future. That we will continue to mortgage the future in order to put a Band-Aid on this self-inflicted wound that we have now had on ourselves here in Arkansas. What I fear is that we will continue to pick winners and losers. And the losers in this case are the people that get up every day and go to a job. Their premiums are higher, everything is higher, and with less coverage. I told them I wouldn't do that when I come here. And I intend to keep that promise. I'm just simply asking you, before you push the button, consider the promises you made. Thank you.